Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children, you're in Unit 2, Accounts of a Not-for-Profit Organization. Now, today I'm going to teach you problem number 21. Right? Now, you have a problem here. Now, from the following receipts and payments of Air Youth Association, prepare income and expenditure account for the year ending 31st March 2019 and the balance sheet as on that date. Okay. So receipts and payments account for the year ending 31st March 2019. They've given you the details. You have some items there in the debit side and the credit side. Now in the payment side, you have salary, office expense, books purchased, then stationery purchase, newspaper purchase, then price award, then you have your closing balance given, right? And then here you have your opening balance, and you have some details given here. Government grant of purchase of books, then subscription 24,000, admission fee 2,000, price fund receipt 6,000, bank interest 1,500, sale of newspaper 1,100, right? Now, there are some items which should go to the balance sheet. Now, see here, price awarded. This will go to the balance sheet, liability side. Now, here, receipts, this will go to the balance sheet, right? Now, government grant, that also should be going to the balance sheet. And other things like salary, recurring expenses. Okay, recurring expenses will be appearing in the expenditure side. Salary will appear, office expenses. Now you have some books purchased. Books purchased is actually an asset, isn't it? So books purchased will go to your asset side. Then stationery purchase. Stationery purchase is an expenditure. So you'll have opening balance, closing balance given. Then you have to add your purchase, and that will come in your expenditure side. Expenditure side. That is your stationery consumed. Remember the second adjustment that I taught you, right? Now newspaper purchase. That is, of course, going to come to your expenditure side. Now, let us see what are the adjustments that they have given in the problem. Now, they've given you opening capital fund. Very good. So, you need not find this, right? Now, followed by that, you have your stock of books. So, they've given you opening stock of books. So, in between, you have purchased some books. So, you have to add your stock of opening stock with your purchase. Then, subscription due but not received. Subscription due not received means it's outstanding. So that you have to treat it in your income and expenditure. Stock of stationery on opening balance, then you have your closing balance, because 31.3 is your closing balance, 1.4 is your opening balance. In between, what has been purchased, that will be there in your receipts and payment. So that we will add and then find out the total stationery consumed in that particular year. Right? Okay. With all these details available, now that we discussed what should come to the income and expenditure account and what should go to the balance sheet, I think we can start doing the problem. Okay. First, we'll do our income and expenditure, then we'll go to the balance sheet. Okay. Now, income and expenditure. All right. Let us do income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account. Account of Air Club. Okay. Now, this is for the year ending 31st March 2019. Fine. Now, let us first finish off our expenditure side. Then we'll come to the income side. Now, see what is the first thing they've given you? Salary. To salary. Salary is 14,000 they've given you. So we'll enter that. Then 2, office expense. To office expense 7,200. Okay. Next you have your stationery. Stationery. So stationery, what is the opening stock? Opening stock was 1,800. Opening stock Opening stock 1,800. Add purchase. Now in between whatever you have purchased, right? So plus purchase. So what you have purchased in the middle? 1,200. So totally you have 3,000. They have given you closing stock also, right? So closing stock. So closing stock was 2,000, right? 2,000. So that comes to 1,000 rupees. Okay. Then you have, next you have, what is the next entry you have to make here? So now that you have your total consumed, your stationery consumed in this particular year. Okay. Now 2,000 should be going to your balance sheet. This 2,000 is the closing stock of stationery. That should go to your balance sheet. Okay. Then 2 newspaper purchased. 2 newspaper. So to newspaper, isn't it? So newspaper purchased. So what is the total amount of newspaper purchased for the year? 2,100. Okay. Now I think we have completed our expenditure side. Let us go to the income side. Now income side, first entry is by subscription. By subscription. The subscription 24,000. 24,800. Right. Then you have an outstanding here. So plus outstanding for the year. Plus outstanding subscription. So plus outstanding subscription is 1,700. So the total is, you have your 26,500. Okay. Then by admission fee. By admission fee. So by admission fee, what is the amount in the admission? Admission fee is 2,000, right? Yeah, 2,000. Let us look into the problem. You have to have the problem in hand, right? Now, then you have your bank interest. By bank interest. In the expense side, in the payment side, you have bank interest, 1,500. Fine. Then you have by sale of newspapers. When you sell, you get some income, isn't it? So by sale of old newspaper only. By sale of newspaper. So by sale of newspaper, 1,100. Okay. That's it. I don't think we have left out anything, right? Okay. Now let us total. Let us see which side is more. Now you have your expenditure side and income. Okay. Now let us see which side is more. 26. Okay. Obviously you have your income side more, right? So let us add this 1, 2, 3, 3,600, right? And then 26,500. So 1, carry 1, 9, 10. Carry. So you have 30,100. Now let us check once again, 26,000. Then you have your 2,000, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 31,100 is the total. 31,100. Right. So 31,100. This was your total. So 3,000, 4,000, 4,600 plus 26,500. So 31,100. Right. Okay. Now next you have your expenses side. Let us see the total. Let us add and see what is the total. 21,200, then 3,100. So 24,300. So minus 24,300. So 0, 0. Then you have 11 minus 3. So 11 minus 3, you have 8. Right? Again 10 minus 4, 6. So 6,800. I think in the reader they have given you 7,800. That's the wrong answer, ma'am. So you just correct it. So this is your surplus. To surplus. So this is excess of income. Excess of income over expenditure. Fine. Okay. Now that we got our surplus, this is our surplus. This surplus has to be taken to the balance sheet. Fine. So now see, this is your income and expenditure account. We have completed this. Fine. Now we are going to the balance sheet. So let us go to the balance sheet. Okay. Now let us prepare the balance sheet. We have 6,800. This is the figure that will be requiring when you're doing your balance sheet, because you have to add it to your capital fund. Yeah. So capital fund is already given in the reader. There's no problem at all. Capital fund is given. All you have to do is you have to copy from the problem. So balance sheet as on 31st March 2019. Right. Now, first, let us finish off the capital side, because it's the liability side, because it's very easy, very few figures will be there. So you'll get an idea as to what should be your asset side also. All right. So capital fund. Capital fund. From the problem, you have to pick up the capital fund, 20,000. And just now we found out our excess, surplus. So plus your surplus or excess. Okay, anyway, both you can write. That is 6,800. So total is 26,800. Fine. Now, what is that you have to take from the receipts and payments account? See, the government grant that we discussed it. Government grant. Okay, government grant should appear. Government grant. That should come to the balance sheet, that is 10,000. Fine. Next, you have your price fund. See, remember I told you reserve fund, price fund, all that will come in your liability side. That's the third adjustment that I taught you, right? First, we learned about the subscription, then how to find out the consumption of stationery. Third is what I taught you, how to transfer your fund, right? Your price fund, reserve fund, all that will appear in the liability side. So now you have your price fund receipt. Price fund receipt. So price fund receipt is how much? 6,000. Then price awarded minus price awarded. You have spent this much money, no? So price awarded is 5,000. 1,000 rupees. Fine. So what should be a total balance sheet? Total should be, now let me make it small so that there will be a lot of figures in the asset side. So you need space for that, isn't it? So 37,800. Okay, 37,800 is your liability side. 37,800. Okay, now that you have an idea what your liability side is, let us do the asset side. Right. Now, asset side. First, you have your books purchased. Right, that's an asset. Books purchased. So, what was the total books purchased? Book purchase is 15,000. And in between, you had an opening stock also. Opening stock of 9,200. So that comes to 24,200. Right. Now that is over. Cash in hand. Of course, it's an asset. It's a current asset, right? Cash in hand. Cash in hand is how much? You're having 9,900. You have to keep the problem with you when you are doing. Okay, the balance sheet should be there. The old receipts and payment account should be there. From that only you should take the figures. So as soon as you see the problem, you can write and keep what all will come into the balance sheet, what all will come in the income and expenditure, so that you don't go wrong. And after doing it also, you can go back to the problem and check. Right? So cash in hand 9,900. Then stock of stationeries. That is a closing stock. Okay, stock of stationeries. So what is the stock of stationeries? 2,000. Okay. Then subscription, outstanding subscription. So that was outstanding subscription was 1,700. Okay, so this is actually closing stock. I think we have entered almost everything. So let us see whether our balance sheet is tally. The asset side is equal to the liability, then your problem is right. Right. So now you have your 34,100. So you have 3,700. So 8, 7, 37,800. I don't know whether our total is right. Let us see. 37,800. So our calculation is ready. Fine. Correct. So our balance sheet is right. There's no problem in our balance sheet. It is tallied. Right. So I'll make it a little more small so that you can see the entire balance sheet. Fine. Now just let me correct this government spelling is not very clear. Just correct it, write it properly for you. Okay. Government. Okay. Now I think it is visible, your balance sheet. Okay. See your balance sheet as on 31st March 2019. Fine. And it is tallied 37,800 to your liability side as well as your asset side. Fine. I hope you understood. You be careful with your government grant. Okay. See here, your price fund and receipt. These two adjustments are new to your problem. Fine. Okay. Thank you, children. Next, meet you in your, see you in the next class with another problem. Okay. Thank you.